So before we start our problems, we gotta learn some very important vocabulary. And if you're in my room, you're gonna be doing some extra work with our vocabulary. But, so our first word is plane. Plane is a flat surface that goes on forever in all directions. So how long does it go on for? It goes on for forever. So if you're in my room, you have little cutouts of the words and the definitions, right?
All of them.
All of
All
them.
four of them. All four columns.
Oh, all four columns. So go ahead in your little boxes, find the word plane. So in your pages, find the word plane. Glue that down on your piece of paper. So you're gonna find the word plane and glue that down on your piece of paper. And you're gonna find the definition that matches the word plane. So can you read our definition? What does it say?
Flat surface that goes on forever in all directions.
A flat surface that goes on forever in all directions. There it is. So glue that next to
2 days. Walk the park. Yes. Yes.
And those are the two pictures you need, okay? Glue it next to the plane.
Yes.
Next to it. So you have those two pictures.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Then you need to glue your two pictures. Those are the two pictures you need.
Watch the video and answer the question. Beyond.
After you
So again, a plane is a flat surface that goes on forever in all directions. So right, left, up, down, all the things.
Amazing. North America.
Good job. All right, can you read this next word for me?
point.
Point. Our next word is point. Up. A point is a dot that represents a place. So, same thing that we did for plane. You're going to find the word point and glue it in your notebook. Very good. So once you have your word glued down, you're going to find the definition that matches that. Our definition is a dot that represents a place. And then you're going to find your two pictures that go with your word
Points.
and your definition. All right. Our next word is line.
Check on
A
the
line
fence.
goes on forever in
Fence.
both ways. So both directions, left and right. It goes on forever.
I cannot.
So same thing as our first two words.
Answer
You're going to find your word and your definition
well,
and your pictures and glue them in your notebook.
walk off the way to the up the hill and turn right. Days.
So a line goes on forever in
This
both directions.
is fun to watch. I don't want to end.
All right, so our next word is line
Yes.
segment. A line segment is a part of a line with a start point and an end point. So if it has a start point and an end point, does that mean it goes on forever or it stops at some point? What do you think? Does that mean it goes on forever or it stops?
Stop.
It stops. Very good. It has a start point and an end point. So if you're doing vocabulary notebooks in my room, find the word line segment and match your definitions and your pictures and glue them in your notebook.
Oh, why you try?
So the difference between a line goes on forever in both directions, and a line segment starts and stops at a certain point. Does that make sense to everyone? All right. Our last word is slope. Slope is how steep or tilted a line is, and then the direction that it's going in. So roller coasters have a slope, like our picture right here. How steep or tilted a line is, and then the direction that it goes in. So for vocabulary notebooks, you're going to find your word slope and match it with the definition and the pictures.
Yeah, try.
It sent us letters for public service.
Oh,
So check his email.
oh man.
See if they sent Angel Ball address.
Yay.
I knew they're gonna get one, but it makes me feel better.
That's it. He got it.
What? Come here, look at your email.
Come on, look, go look at your
Look at your
email.
email. Hold on, I got a video of this.
Hold on, don't read it yet.
Yes.
Congratulations, who got it?
That's so sweet, bud.
All right, here we go. your email.
Yes. Yeah.
Dear Isaac Soderstrom,
S O
congratulations
S C R
in rec- in recognition of your accept, exceptional
Here, I'll read it for you. It says, in recognition of your exceptional achievements and hard working during your interview, you have been selected by a committee of representatives from RHJ Health Services, Biden Medical Center, Vocational Rehab, and Pitt County Schools to participate in the Future Project Search Job Training Program located at Biden Medical Center for the 2021-2022 school year.
Yay!
Woo! Congratulations.
What do you think?
You got friends supporting you.
We should have a party for that.
We should have a party. You're right.
You need to get to do Project Search next year.
Are you excited?
exciting vocational opportunities await you at Biden Medical Center, and again, congratulations on your impressive accomplishment. Please see attachment for your official acceptance letter that contains additional important
Slight delay, guys.
information. You will also receive a copy of this letter in the mail. Katie Nagger, Paul Umar.
See, look, Isaac, look at me. You got in.
Are you excited?
Project
Oh,
Search
gotta finish reading it.
Instructor, Biden Medical Center,
Check on
252-847-3375.
I cannot
Only
wait for
disability
to
in life is
Wales.
bad attitude. Scott M.
Walk off the way to the off the hill.
What do you think?
Right.
I think
Days.
my email is great.
Great.
Ski.
All right, guys, lots of excitement in here this morning. So we're going to continue with our vocabulary. So if you're in my room, you're done with vocabulary notebooks. We just had to do the first page. So our next word, so now we're moving on to types of lines. So our first line is called intersecting lines. These lines cross at one point. They can make right angles and they do not have the same slope. So they cross at what? Cross at one point. They can make what kind of angles?
Days. 2 days.
They make right angles. And do they have the same slope? No, they don't.
The first one looks like an X.
It does look like an X. That's a great point, my friend. They look like an X when they intersect like that. So our next line are called perpendicular lines. They cross at one point. They always make right angles, and they do not have the same slope. So our difference here is that they always make right angles. Intersecting lines, they can make right angles, but not always. Our perpendicular lines always make right angles. Does that make sense? All right. And our last set of lines are called parallel lines. These lines never cross. They do not make right angles, and they have the same slope. So do parallel lines cross each other, yes or no? Do they cross each other? No, they don't. They never cross. Do they make right angles?
Yes.
Oh, what does it say? They do not make right angles, and they have the same slope. Our intersecting lines and perpendicular lines do not have the same slope, but our parallel lines do. Okay? Uh-oh. All right, so we're going to do some practice here. So, look at the point on the severe weather icon. Put a point on the other corners of the severe weather icon. So, how many other corners do I have on my severe weather warning? How many other corners do I have? 1, 2, 3. So how many more points am I putting on my severe weather icon?
3.
3. Which one? Can you come over and show me which one the point is? I forgot. Point to it for me. Which one's the point?
That one.
The dot?
The dot.
Very good. And where do I put them?
On the corner.
On the corner? So right here? And where else?
Right there.
Right there?
Yeah.
And where's my last corner? Right here?
Right here.
All right, thank you. Okay. So, for the second one, look at the line segment on the severe weather icon. Make 3 more line segments on the other side of the severe weather icon. So remember, our line segment has a start point and an end point. So I'm going to put our first line segment up here. My points show the start point and the end point. Then I put my other line segment on the other side. And where do I put my last line segment? At the top
On
or
the
the
The bottom.
bottom? Okay. So, look at the line on the severe weather icon. Make 3 more lines on the other sides of the severe weather icon. So this line is a regular line. It has no start point and no end point. It can go on forever if it wants to. So I'm going to put my first one at the top. Put my second one on the side. And then where do I put my last one?
On the other side.
On the other side. Thank you. Does that make sense to everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Do we have any questions?
No, ma'am.
No? Okay. All right, some more practice. So look at the black line on the severe weather icon. Make another line that goes through the blue point and is perpendicular to the black line. So let's go back to our vocabulary real quick. Perpendicular lines cross at one point. They always make right angles, and they do not have the same slope. So we have to make a line that goes through the blue point and is perpendicular to the black line, right?
Yes.
Okay. I wanted to make sure I'm reading that right. So how do you think we could do that?
First, start with the small one.
So let's think. So we have our black line up here, right? If we put something on the side here, on our right side, that would go through the blue line and connect to our black line, right?
Yes.
And make a right angle. Let's see. So a right angle, I know we didn't really talk about this yet, but a right angle makes a little box in the corner. It's a perfect 90-degree angle. Does that make a little box in the corner?
Yes.
Yes. So does that make a right angle?
Yes.
And does our line go through the blue point?
Yes.
Yes, it does. So we created our perpendicular line that goes to the black line and through the blue point.
Well.
All right, our next one. Look at the black line on the severe weather icon. Make another line that goes through the blue point and is parallel to the black line. So remember, parallel lines do not intersect each other. They do not cross, they do not make right angles, and they always have the same slope. So where would I put my line if they don't cross and it has to go through the blue point?
Across the middle.
If it has to go through the blue point, would I put it at the top or the sides?
The top.
Top. Our line here goes through our blue point, does not intersect with the black line, right? And our lines have the same slope because they're going the same direction. All right, so some more practice. So Keisha is at the ski slopes. Put a point on the map where the ski slopes are. So do I put my point here at the lodge?
No.
Do I put them here at Sledding Hill?
Yes.
Put a point on the map where the ski slopes are. So do I put them here at Sledding Hill? Or do I put them here at the ski slopes?
Put them there.
All right. So which one's my point? The first one, second one, or last one?
Second.
The second one. So I put my point at the ski slopes. All right. So Randy starts at Sledding Hill and walks to the lodge. Put a line segment on the map between Sledding Hill and the lodge. Which one's my line segment that has a start point and an end point?
The third one.
The third one. So where am I putting my line segment between what? Sledding Hill and
The lodge.
the lodge. Very good. Mary Beth is at the ice skating rink. She looks both ways before she crosses the street. Put a line on the street next to the ice skating rink. So remember, a line goes on forever. It goes in both directions and does not have a start point or an end point. So which one's my line?
The first one.
The first one. And I'm putting it on the street next to the ice skating rink. Very good. Oh, goodness. All right, so Miss B is driving to the winter sports park. Her GPS shows 3 different routes she can take. the lines on the GPS roads. Are the lines parallel, perpendicular, or intersecting? So our first one, do the lines cross at one point? Yes or no?
No.
Our first one, where do they cross? They cross at one point, right?
Yes.
Yes, so they cross at one point.
Yes.
Do the lines make right angles? Is our little box there?
Yes.
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 Do the lines have the same slope?
Yes.
If they're going in different directions, do they have the same slope?
No.
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 So they cross at one point,
Green.
they make right angles, and they don't have the same slope. So are they intersecting lines, parallel lines, or perpendicular lines?
Intersecting lines.
Intersecting lines are the ones that look like an X. So are they intersecting lines, parallel lines, or perpendicular lines? The one with the box.
Intersecting?
What do you think?
Intersecting line.
So intersecting lines don't always make right angles. This one made a right angle. So would that be intersecting or perpendicular? If perpendicular lines always make right angles.
Perpendicular.
Perpendicular lines, very good.
Perpendicular lines.
Green.
All right, so our next picture.
Green.
Do the lines cross at one point, yes or no? Do our lines cross right here?
No.
No, they don't.
No.
Green.
Do the lines make right angles?
No.
No,
No.
they don't.
No.
The lines have the
Do
same.
the lines
slope.
going in the same direction?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yes.
so they slope, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Green.
So these are intersecting lines or parallel lines?
Parallel.
Parallel lines. Oh,
Oops, wrong one.
wrong one. Thank you. Got it right this time. All right, so our last one. This is the one that we said looks like an X. Do the lines cross at one point?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
Yes.
No.
The lines make a right angle.
they do. Is our box there?
Yeah. No.
They don't make a right angle. And then are they going in the same direction?
No.
No, so they don't have the same slope.
No.
So what kind of lines are these? Intersecting lines? Parallel,
Intersecting.
perpendicular lines?
Intersecting.
Intersecting lines.
Intersecting lines.
Green.
Very good. Uh-oh. All right. All right, that's it, guys. So, do I have any questions about that before we sign off? I know that was a lot for today.
No.
No? So, quick review. What are perpendicular lines? They cross at how many points? They
They
cross
make a X.
1 point. They always make right angles, and they don't have the same slope. Parallel lines don't cross at all. They don't make right angles because they don't cross, and they always have the same slope. And then our intersecting lines cross at 1 point, sometimes make right angles. This one did not. They don't have the same slope. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Let me stop recording so we can say hello.